Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Baker.
When did it all start, you might ask? This job of ours. How did it come about? Where and when? Well, I'd say it really got started around this thing called the Civil War. Now, your rule book will claim it was founded earlier. Truth is, we didn't get along too well until photography came into its own. Then, motion pictures in the early 20th century. Things began to have mass. And because they had mass, they were simpler. Once books appealed to a few people, here, there, everywhere, they could afford to be different. The world was roomy. But then the world got full of eyes and ears and elbows and mouths, double, triple, quadruple the population. Films, radios, magazines, books, leveled down to a sort of paste pudding norm. Do you follow me? Picture it. 19th century man with his horses, dogs, carts. Slow motion. Then, in the early 20th century, you speed up the camera. Condensations, digests, tabloids. Everything boils down to the gag, snap, ending. Classics cut to fill a 15-minute radio show, cut again to fill a 2-page book column, winding up, at last, as a 10, 12-line dictionary resume. Academic articles gutted and stripped of all meaning or relevance. I exaggerate, of course. The dictionaries were for reference, but many of whose sole knowledge of Hamlet was a 2-page digest in a book that claimed, now at least you have read all the classics. You've caught up with your neighbors. Don't you see? Out of the nursery, into the college, back into the nursery. That's your intellectual pattern for the past 5 centuries or more. Speed up the film, Montag. Click, pick, look. Speed up, slow down. What, where, when, why, who. Digest, 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 digest. Politics? 2 sentences, 1 column, a headline. Controversies buried under mountains of inconsequential filth. Then, in midair, it all vanishes. Whirl a man's mind around so fast under the pumping hands of publishers, broadcasters, and exploiters that the centrifuge flings off all unnecessary, time-wasting thought. School is shortened. Disciplines relax. Languages, philosophies, histories dropped. English and spelling gradually neglected, almost completely ignored. It's the job that counts. Pleasure lies all about after work. Why learn anything, say, pulling levers, pressing buttons, fitting nuts and bolts? The zipper replaces the button, and a man lacks just that much time to think while dressing at dawn. A philosophic hour, and thus a melancholic one.